Hello, dear students. How are you? Hope you will be fine. I'm going to tell you about the extraction of metals. The method used to extract metals depends on the reactivity of the metal. Metals are used for a variety of purposes. An alloy is a mixture of metal and an element. Now, I'd like to tell you about the raw material that is used in iron extraction. You can see on the screen the list of raw materials for the reaction. You can see three columns of materials. The first one is iron ore, that is called hematite, that contains iron oxide, and its function is that it's a compound that contains iron. The second one is coke, that contains carbon, and carbon is burned air to produce heat and reacts to form carbon monoxide when it needs to reduce the iron oxide. Limestone is the third one, that contains calcium carbonate, and it helps to remove acidic impurities from the iron by reacting with them to form molten slag. And the fourth one is air, that contains oxygen, and it allows the coke to burn and so produces heat. Now I'd like to tell you about the process of extracting iron. Iron is extracting from iron ore in a huge container called a blast furnace. Iron behind. Reaction in which oxygen is removed are called reduction reactions. I'd like to mention here that carbon is more reactive than iron, so it can displace iron from iron oxide. Here are the chemical equations for the reaction. Iron oxide and carbon would produce iron and carbon dioxide. In this reaction, the iron oxide is reduced to iron and the carbon is oxidized to carbon dioxide. In the blast furnace, it's so hot that carbon monoxide can be used in place of carbon to reduce the iron oxide. One point is there that carbon monoxide reacts with iron oxide to produce molten iron. That is why we use it. And limestone is decomposed by heat to produce calcium oxide and carbon dioxide in the blast furnace. And what is the purpose of adding limestone actually into the blast furnace? It is used to remove acidic impurities like sand, etc. So it's the chemical process of extracting the iron from its ore. I think it would be useful and informative for you. Take it